Hi folks, so today we have the Liam analog watch by Relic. It's a good looking timepiece. It has Japanese movement. It has a real leather band, not pleather, like I'm used to. Hopefully you can see that. It's got 3 dials on the front. I found it can be a little bit of a bear to set this watch. To set it, just so I can quickly go over that, you put this crown to position 2 and you turn it counterclockwise to set the date. Now supposedly you're supposed to be able to, on position 2, you're supposed to be able to set the day by turning the dial, the crown, clockwise. I couldn't get that to work, so what I had to do is I had to put it to position 3 and I had to rotate it around for a whole week's worth of time to get the proper day that I wanted. So it's a little bit of a bear to set for me. Perhaps I'm not doing it right. Now I like the watch. I think it's fantastic looking. It's got a nice large face, which I think is in fashion nowadays. Hopefully you can see that on my wrist. I'm a small guy, I weigh 150 pounds. I've got a small wrist. So you can see what it looks like there. Now even though I'm a smaller guy, it still looks pretty good, I think, and fits well. The only problem I would have with the watch is the water resistancy. Now I just reviewed a watch the other day by Puma, and that's a sports watch, and I thought it should have better water resistance levels. Now it was 30 meters just like this. These are both 30-meter watches. Now that I'm going to be tough on because that's a sports watch, and this I still think should have better water resistance levels. Because 30 meters, if you check on the manufacturer's website, it says it's splash proof. It says you shouldn't bathe with it or swim with it. And I think for a watch in 2019, you should be able to take this swimming. Now why do I say that? I'm nearly 48 years old and I've been buying watches a long time, and I've never had an issue with the water resistance levels of my watches. Now this watch here is like 20 years old. This is a Fossil watch. I paid $40 for it at an outlet mall. I had another one similar to it and the same level of water resistance. Now this is good to 100 meters. This is a Bulova watch I got in Jamaica on a trip, and it just says water resistant on the back and it has no level. But again, I've never had a problem with that. So these watches were bought a long time ago with technology 20 years ago, and they're fine. So I think in this day and age, in 2019, we should be able to have every single watch that is at least 100 meters water resistant. That could just be my fantasy. After all, this watch is made to wear around town. It's thinner, although it's not thin. I wouldn't call it thin. But I just wish it had a little bit better water resistance. Oh, and by the way, of course, the dial is iridescent. You hold it under the light and then in the dark it'll glow. I doubt you can see that now, but thanks for watching and I hope you find this helpful.